everybody, Sugarman Sam here. Welcome to the Hybrid Tones Lab, and I'm here to show you exactly why I decided to choose valve amps and digital modeling and why that works for me. So today we are running through the Victory V30 behind me there, otherwise known as the Jack. We're very lucky to be looked after by Victory, and that's my amp of choice. I only use it on the overdrive channel, and that sounds like this. You can see how I set it up. That's coming on screen now. So why did I decide to do this particular setup? Well, big fan of Rabea and the way that he incorporates digital technology and valve amps. I like the feel of valve amps, but I think these boxes are becoming, better and better. Some of the effects in there are really, really good, and hopefully you'll hear that as we go through. But also the modeling side of things, I think, is coming on leaps and bounds, and we'll have a look at that as we go through. So what I thought I'd do first is run you through one of the patches that I've got. I play in a band called Revenant. All the links are below. You can check out our stuff. This is for a song called Best Medicine. Now, the first patch I've got here is the Best Medicine riff. So if we have a look at what is on that patch. So I have got the preamp in of the V30. I've got a TS808, a green 808 model running, and those are the settings there. It's probably worth saying at this point that we're running a 4-cable method. So how that works is guitar goes into the QC, and then we send one cable out of the QC into the front of the V30, and then we're sending 2 cables, one to the send and one to the return of the effects loop. So that's what's called the 4-cable method. That allows us to effectively use the preamp section of the amp and switch that in and out as we want. We can switch that between amp models. And again, as we go through these videos and things, you'll hopefully see how that works. So back to the Best Medicine patch. So I've got the 808 turned on there. I've got a noise gate on. I've also got a plate reverb. You can see what that looks like there. And I've got a delay, a tape delay on there as well. And that sounds like this. And the particular riff in the song that goes under is so it just makes it more expensive, if you will. So then I've got it's called Victory Crunch on here, and all that is that's just taking the 808 and the delay off, and that's all you're hearing is the preamp of the Jack of the V30. Just a bit of reverb on there. Then what I've got is I've got 2 lead settings for the solos, or the solo in this song. One's got a little bit of vibe on it, and one's just a regular 5 dB boost. The vibe sounds like this. It's quite subtle, but you should be able to hear it. So that's the vibe, and just so you can see what that is, I've got that in front of the amp. The 808 is on, and those are my settings for that particular effect. And then the next one after that is just taking the vibe off, and that's just more louder, if you Lovely bit of delay on there as well. So that's why I'm using it. The effects, the expression pedal, I should say, on there as well, depending on what patch I'm using, comes in and out for things like, I use it as a wah, I can blend delays in and out, all of that kind of stuff. So to demonstrate how we preamp swap, I'm going to go to another preset that I've got in here, and that's going to be my drop D preset, which is apt because I've got that on a drop D guitar at the moment. So this is called drop D delay. Now I'm using a Friedman amp model here, so you can see that there. So it's the Friedman 100 rhythm. I've set a few things to scene, so this amp is used for everything on this particular scene, and things change as we go through. So if I touch some of these now, you'll see them change as we go through. There you go. So this is the drop D delay one. It sounds like this.
Using the preamp of the amp head, or how how's the actual modelled Friedman fitting into the hybrid?
So what happens with the Friedman is, or the Friedman model, is that's being sent into the return of the amp. So effectively, we're using the power amp to push the sound through the cabinet, which is a 2x12 Victory cabinet. So that goes down the return and comes out there. So, and then I've also got an 808 set in the traditional metal format hard rock, if you like, which is level boosted, tone dropped a little bit, but no gain on there at all. And I've obviously got a noise gate there as well. The delay I'm using, sorry, that's the reverb, that's a room. And the delay I'm using is a tape delay. That's one of my favorite delays on here. So if I go up and I demonstrate a couple of other things I've got in here now, I've got the volume pedal set as a wah. So now, hopefully you should have heard that change there. I've got the wah pedal set to a certain amount of milliseconds after I take my foot off it or I stop using it on that particular foot pedal, then it stops. It comes out automatically. So this is the core sound. And then if I kick the wah in, so it's milliseconds, and then it kicks itself, it takes itself off. I've also got a rotary on here as well. So if I press the rotary slow, I'm going to split the pickups on here. So and then we can ramp that up to fast. I mean, if you want to be an organ player. But anyway, so show you the settings of the rotary on here. So I've got it. This is why scene mode is so powerful, is because I've got it set to slow on this setting, and then it goes to fast on the next setting. So that's really handy, and I like the way that it really mimics a Leslie. So this is slow. Going up to fast. And there's all sorts of parameters on here that you can have a go with and have a look at. And we can go through those as we go through the videos on here. So the other thing that I do is I build a complete set list. So whenever Revenant go out, I just know that I can change presets. So I've got the Drop D one here. I've got Healer and Black Dogs and Sad Men on this one. This is a good one for me to demonstrate because I blend in delays here. So this is the bass sound for the Healer. And then I'll blend in the delay. So you can hear that, how I use that. And I have the Pliny plugin from Neural, and I'm using that amp, one of their amps for that. So let's have a look at which one I'm using. So I'm using the Crunch amp, sounds like this. So it's a nice sounding amp. It's going through the power amp of the V30 being pushed through the speakers. Again, this is a good one to show you. So this is the Pliny amp. And if I change to the next one, this is bringing back the Victory amp back in. And the delay comes in and out at all points. So that's another example of why these things are so powerful. If that's a song for Rolling on My Back, this is Something You're Not. This is one of our new songs. I've actually got an octave on this one. And I think, if I have a look, I'm using the Pliny octave for this one. So this is the V30 again, but it sounds like this. I think that sounds filthy. Then we've just got a victory, the crunch channel of the amp. And then this time I've got a chorus. So again, the delay is coming from the blend on the volume pedal there. And then a lead. So that should give you an idea of how I use this particular rig. So again, that's the Victory, the Jack, that's the Quad Cortex and some of the sounds that I use. So this is my drop D guitar with Revenant. This is a PRS Custom 24 SE. I cannot say enough good things about it. So I've set the trem to float and it's got a coil split on the tone control. So I run through some sounds using the Victory amp here. So this is the bridge pickup wide open. And then we're going to both pickups now. And the neck pickup. And then if I do it, so if I split the coils now, this is the neck. The middle. And then the bridge. So there's no noise, it's noiseless, but to give you an idea of what it sounds like, so the bridge humbucker, and then I'll pull it out for the split. And the trem, like I said, is set to floating. Pretty stable trem, to be honest. But yeah, I can't say enough good things about PRS and these guitars, particularly for a lefty. So this is my drop D guitar, a PRS Custom 24 SE in black gold sunburst.
And what strings are you using?
Strings wise, I'm a Rotor Sound in Dorsey. I'm using 9 to 46, so light top and a heavy bottom, and I use those on all my guitars.
Anything special about your picks?
I am using the Jim Dunlop Jazz 3 Bonamassas. I like the fact that they're gold, but anything Jazz 3 related, either these or I've got a whole host of red ones as well.